Once again, summer draws to a close. Now is the time of year when the neighboring farmers cut the hedges. It is too cold to graze any longer. The animals move indoors to get out of the bad weather. The weather turns bitter. The snow covers the farm. There's not enough food to go around. The animals are going hungry. Another winter damages the farm buildings. Shingles come off the roofs, and the barn develops a leak. The whole farm is divided on the matter of the windmill. The time has come again for gathering in the hay. Snowball is hard at work on the plans for the windmill. He spends long hours alone in the harness room, working on the documents. Morning wakes up the cows. The dogs can be heard whining at the start of the day. At last, Snowball's plans are completed. The animals gather to vote on whether to start work. Just at this moment, Napoleon stands and gives a high-pitched whimper. There is a terrible baying sound outside. Midsummer comes and goes. The sun rises over the summer fields. A few weeks later, Napoleon announces it's time to begin the windmill. on rationing and working times are observed very closely. No one dares to be seen away from the fields when it's time to work. Even the cat has been seen in the fields, bringing in stalks of grain. The sun rises over the summer fields. There's a good quarry of limestone on the farm, enough for the windmill. But for weeks no one can see how to cut the stone to the right size. Summer draws to a close, and the farm is well stocked with hay. Autumn arrives to find the windmill more than half built. It is October. The weather is damp and gets into the bones. It is too cold to graze any longer. The animals move indoors to get out of the bad weather. November comes, and the winds rage from the southwest. It is too wet to mix cement, and building of the windmill must stop. The weather turns bitter. The snow covers the farm. One night, there is a violent gale. It blows tiles off the barn roof. In the morning, the windmill is in ruins. One day, the birds land in the farmyard in a wild excitement. All of the remaining humans are retreating. The surviving animals head back towards the farm. Napoleon recovers gradually. In January, there comes bitterly hard weather. The earth is like iron, and nothing can be done in the fields. Napoleon sits at the front of the barn with a semicircle of dogs. Instead of having debates, he reads out the week's orders. His highest priority is to complete the windmill. The time has come again for gathering in the hay. Rules on rationing and working times are observed very closely. No one dares to be seen away from the fields when it's time to work. Even the cat has been seen in the fields, bringing in stalks of grain. The walls of the windmill are rebuilt to be 3 feet thick this time. Much larger quantities of stone are required. It is back-breaking work. Once again, summer is passing. The sun rises over the summer fields. There are more insects about, now at the heat of summer. Morning wakes up the cows. The hens wake, well and happy in their hutch. The rats have even begun to write a paper of their own. The rats have even begun to write a paper of their own. Autumn arrives, and the windmill is still not very advanced. The animals cannot help feeling concern. The harvest should have been brought in long ago. It is only now that the animals can begin the work. It is too cold to graze any longer. The animals move indoors to get out of the bad weather. It rains heavily for some days. The roof of the barn leaks, and all the animals are miserable. The weather turns bitter. The snow covers the farm. One morning, the animals are at breakfast when the lookouts come in. Frederick and his followers have come through the 5-barred gate. After a few minutes, the farmhands run in all directions. Then, there is a deafening roar. The animals fall on their bellies and hide their faces. When they get up, there is a cloud of smoke where the windmill stood. The coldest part of the year comes and goes. Meetings in the barn are rarer now than in the early days.